As Melissa said, I'm the Hispanic Outreach Director for the National Right to Life Committee, and I work with the United Nations, but I'm not necessarily going to speak a lot about both of those things today. I want to talk to you a little bit about why it is that you're here. You know, we're here to commemorate the 37th anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision, and this is a decision that has caused the death of over 50 million American children. And it's something that we seriously need to take at heart, and we need to ponder, and we need to pray about, and we need to realize we are victims for our 50 million children that have been lost since 1973, since 7 men said that in the best interest of women, they need to abort their children. About 3 years ago, a nurse in Chicago, Jill Stanek, witnessed something, and I'm sure most of you know about it. Jill Stanek saw a child, a baby, at about 7 months old, survive an abortion. The child was removed from its mother, still alive, not the intent of the abortionist. He wanted to kill that baby. There's no law, there was no precedence, they didn't know what to do. They took that live baby and they put it in a closet and waited for it to die. She witnessed that. And unfortunately, that happens all the time. Many children survive, many unborn children survive second and third trimester abortions, and we know that those are common in this country, much too common. Jill Stanek went on a campaign to talk about what she had seen. She took her campaign to Congress, she took her testimonies to the state levels in Illinois. She was a nurse in Illinois where this happened. She tried to convince an Illinois state senator that it was wrong to allow a little baby that survived an abortion to be put into a linen closet, into a broom closet until it died. This state senator rejected her argument whole cloth, said that it violated a woman's right to choose. Jill made the world aware of her conversations with this state senator, and we have this state senator's comments on record, and we have his votes on record. This state senator said that a child who survives an abortion and is put in a linen closet basically is just running its course. The child wasn't meant to be killed. By putting it in the linen closet, even though it's breathing the same air that we are, is absolutely acceptable. That state senator is now our president. I'm tired of doing these things. I want to do one last banquet, one last party where we celebrate, not commemorate, we celebrate the end of Roe v. Saturdays. I hate Saturdays. Saturdays, I always think, this is the abortion industry's big money-making day. Saturday's the day when most abortion clinics make their profit. Some are closed on Mondays, Tuesday through Wednesday, just pays the bills. Saturday's where they make their money, and tomorrow is Saturday, and there will be lots of blood money. You know, the culture of death seeks at all cost to swallow up our moral values. They want to swallow up our moral values, our kids' values. You know what? 1973, and this goes out to all the men here. Don't ever feel a need, and they will try, to make you apologize for being involved in the Right to Life movement. You have every right to be in the Right to Life movement. Because in 1973, 7 judges said that you men don't count. They disenfranchised 50% of our population in one of the single most crucial decisions that we face, whether or not our child should live. The Supreme Court said that you don't matter. And tomorrow is Saturday, and tomorrow is when the abortion clinics make their money, and tomorrow a young man in this city, in this county, many in this country will go to bed crying because his wife or his girlfriend exercised a false right that the Supreme Court said she could have, and that he has no say over by killing his child. The father of the aborted baby is a victim, and we don't talk about that enough. And we need to get men more involved in the Right to Life movement because they are a victim. It is their child that's being used. Planned Parenthood doesn't care. They want less of us. Of all of us. I mean, people are the enemy. When I go to the UN and I work on all these population documents, Planned Parenthood just wants less of us. And they're, you know, as Melissa pointed out, the American public is less pro-abortion than it was. It's now more pro-life, and the funds are down. Cash flow's not so good. So they've got to think of new and energetic ways to raise that cash flow, and guess where they're going? They're going to my barrios. They're putting up ads. They're putting up billboards. They're putting up ads in South LA. They're putting up ads in Hialeah. They're putting up ads in Brooklyn and the Bronx, all in Spanish, all guaranteeing young Hispanic women abortion with no pain, abortion at your leisure, abortion at reduced prices, because quite frankly, we're an easy target. We are not, the Hispanic community in this country is not educated enough on the issue of abortion. Right to life is colorblind. We don't care. We want to save children of every color, of every stripe, of every I mean, we just believe that all life is precious. Unfortunately, Planned Parenthood does not. They don't think any life is precious. And if they think that they can focus in on Hispanics and prey on their ignorance and prey on their necessity, they'll go after them. And wait, they are. Let me tell you about Hispanics in this state. Hispanics in this state are pro-life. It is, most of the Hispanics in this state come from very strong Catholic backgrounds. What they need to do, you guys also need to do to the Hispanic population of the state is educate here. You know, we are so open, Hispanics are so open to this message. We are open to the message of family. We are open to the message of child. We are open to the message of fetal development. Don't be afraid of reaching out to the Hispanic community. Please don't, because not only will you save a life, and honestly, that's what we're here to do. And if in the end, we can get a vote, that's bully. I mean, that's awesome. That's the gravy. That's the icing on the cake. But we're here to save children. Because see, we are colorblind. We don't care. We don't care what color your child is, as I said before. Reach out to Hispanics, and I promise you that you're going to be not only surprised, but you're going to be blessed.